Vanguardian 650. In this world of 15 minutes, everyone who claims to be someone are going to make their pitch, their sales pitch for themselves to claim that they are that dude, that chick. I'm the next one up. I'm next on deck. Why should we believe them? Because after all, the clock is ticking and you only have 15 minutes to show and prove. A lot of pressure. Some people fold. Some people persevere. Some people thrive. Some people have a machine behind them. Some people strictly take the independent route. Either way you choose, either path or route you choose, you have to put the work in. And there's a lot of frustrations on that journey to fame. And so you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it going to be worth my time? Fame is expensive. You might not know it. A lot of people out here are morally bankrupt. And so they don't care. They'll do anything for it. Because their mission is clear. They want to be numero uno. They want to be the top dog. They want the top spot. Numero uno. And so they do things, they undermine, they run subversives, meaning that they sabotage a friend, a confidant, whoever, to get to that bag. And we know this. We see it every day. And sometimes it's perpetrated, and it's a carrot that the industry dangles in front of that individual when they know that individual is desperate. And whether you believe in all that Illuminati and all that, that's a different conversation for another day. But there's a lot of uneasiness that's going on in the industry. Especially on these platforms, these outlets that people are, trying to figure out the algorithm, and they do things to, to inject themselves in that algorithm. It's almost like the streets. And so it's challenging for people. Some people stand on business. Some people stand on their principles. Some people don't care. Like I said, they'll crawl over a dead body. They'll crawl over yourself to get to the top. They don't care who they leave in their wake, just as long as they get there. And they're seen. Look at me. I have arrived. A lot of these stories become tragic at the end of the day. Because you got to remember, you're the flavor of the week from this moment, of that particular moment. But you have to produce. And there's favors that are asked of you. Your time, um, it's not your time anymore. It's just you're on a borrowed time, and there's favors you have to do, and there's certain missions that you have to do, and certain people that you meet, and they'll promise you this, they'll promise you that. And so it's up to you to have that intestinal fortitude to be able to buck at a moment's notice. But how many people are willing to do that when that carrot is dangled right in front of them from the industry? Oh, it's nothing. You do this for us, and believe me, you'll be a A-lister. You'll get all these roles, you'll get the number one spot, you'll get your sales, your streams, whatever. Just like that in life, regular life. People do things. People have choices. They give you a choice. Based on your background, you might not have had a lot of opportunities coming up. And so now you're in that position where you can blow up. You can feed your family. You can take care of people who helped you. You can give back. And so I don't judge anyone, because you make your own decisions as a person. Your integrity is your integrity. And so if you're willing to live with yourself, you can live with yourself with the choices that you make, fine. Perfect. But a lot of people fall by the wayside because they can't keep up with the demand of their time being stretched for the industry. Certain moves you have to make based on how the industry dictate your career. And so it can be tragic at the end of the day. And you can get lost in this this whole thing of this maze of trying to get through this juggernaut of getting to the number one goal of being a star. And you can have a nice career doing that, but can you live with yourself? Are you able to live with yourself when the momentum slows down? And when these roles are not available for you, you're not getting the opportunities that you got before based on a stroke of a pen, an executive decision that's been made, a budget cut, and then you're right back to square one. And then you have to look within yourself to see, who am I? How did I get here? So these are just certain things that we have to go through. We have to make these choices. And these choices are very difficult for a lot of individuals. People fall into a depression, alcoholism, drugs, the addiction to fame, the addiction to be a front man or front person, a spokesperson, the embarrassment of not being the flavor of the week anymore, being a has-been. It's a lot of pressure. And so you have to have to me, you have to have a character. You have to have the character of being able to try to navigate the decision making and try to navigate and try to play the game successfully. A small percentage can do it. A lot of people, like I said, they just fall off. You never hear from them again. Sad. But it's the reality. So, something to ponder for the weekend. Vanguardian 650. Peace.